Okay, fine. So the last class or yesterday, we have configured the pricing techniques, like how the prices is determining there in the SAP while creation of the order and all. So for that, we have learned the condition type. In condition type, there is access sequence, and in access sequence, there are multiple parameters or key combination which are recorded there under the condition table. Okay. So so is there any confusion you may ask here?
Pricing condition and access sequence are two different things.
This is a part of pricing or the condition record. Without access sequence or without condition table, you cannot record or you cannot capture the price. You cannot save actually in your SAP system. So it's must be there. Basis on that, you can map the price or record the price there as a condition record. Now I'm sharing my screen.
So you are starting with some new topic today.
No, no, no.
Okay.
We'll keep the same session today. So we were here.
Aryan,
Yes, sign.
yeah, so yesterday's class, if you take 10 minutes of revision, it would be helpful because yesterday's class, it was very difficult, I felt.
Yes, I know. Okay, so just I'm revising the same. So here we were just trying to create the condition type, correct? So we have some examples of condition type. This kind of condition may be there in your system, correct? Like the MRP condition, base price condition, taxes condition, discounts, schemes, and rate would be there. But before creation of condition type, we should have first our the condition type in which we have to or we need to assign its access sequence here. You can see, or for access sequence actually it is containing your condition tables.
Instead of that Z, we can mention any alphabet, right? Is
Yeah.
it not compulsory to mention Z?
No, no, no. Z
Okay.
or Y is mandatory. So you can understand, or your company or your business person or your business employee can understand. Yes, if it is like the prefix is Z, then definitely it is a customized code. If you are
Okay.
using like A, B, C, and D,
Mm.
for you, I think for A, B, C, D, that all are already exist in SAP with different types. Like for
Okay.
pricing, as per standard SAP, there is PR 01, PR 00, PPR 0. Multiple types of condition types are already there. Either you can
Okay.
use the same or you can create or to a reference of this same pricing condition. So what is condition table? Give me a minute. Sorry. Okay. So the condition table where actually we are like recording our price factors. So suppose we have a different type of condition table. Let me show you. And its transaction code is v/03 for access sequence v/07 for this condition type v/06. It's transaction code.
So is there any transaction code or T code where we can see the all codes?
Sorry.
Like if we forgot some code and we want to check that code. So is there any transition code for that also, that by putting that
Yes,
transition
yes.
code, we can see all codes?
Yes, you can see there in system. So we have a transaction code for table SE16N. These are table transactions. Table is what? Where your every transaction condition type and every transaction related information is captured. That is known as table. Like your value, your document types, your sales document, order, delivery documents, your document flow, each and everything will be captured there in the table. This is kind of your database. Sorry, actually due to network inactivities was disconnected. Okay, let me share again. Is it audible?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and it's
fine.
The transaction code is SE16N. SE16N, where the database here TSTC is the table for SAP transaction codes. Let's execute it. Wait. SPRO here. This is just the technical's name. No issue. As of now, what I can do, I will share with you the list of transaction code which are used in SAP SD. That I have the list that I'll share with you. But here is a function where if we can enable the technical information or technical name. So in front of this, so whatever objects are there in front of this here, you can see your transaction code related to this. This. Suppose if we are in the defining the sales organization, so here in the transaction code, here you can see V underscore TVKO. No issue. I'll share with you the list of tickets. Okay. So here we were in the, let's move this for table. We'll run that one. So how prices is determined or deriving in the condition. So we need to understand first the pricing techniques. For that, suppose we have to create, we need to create the condition type for ZMRP. For ZMRP, suppose we should have a access sequence. So basis on the access sequence, like multiple condition tables are there. One is for material, one is for customer and material. Third can be it can be basis on your plant, customer and material. That means somehow you have a like different plant, 2, 3, 4 plant for a sales organization. Okay, but some material which are being manufactured here in this plant, so we can sell from this plant to this customer or this specific material with a different cost. So suppose your generic cost for the material basis would be 100, which would be applicable for your all the customers you have. Okay, somehow the same material need to be sold in 80 rupees. Basis on what? Basis on a specific customer or a specific material, not for all material, not for all customers. So most specific would be your plant, customer, and material. Suppose the same material is already having in different plant, but from a specific plant to a specific customer of the specific material, if you want to sell it, we can keep the price on 70. So whenever you are going to create a sales order, if you are picking this reference, like this information, if would be there in the sales order, then this price would be captured automatically. For that, we need to define the access sequence where we can keep from most specific to most generic. So the most specific price would be basis on this. So in the access sequence, we need to keep this condition table first. Then we need to keep the second condition table, second, and the material should be basis on your most generic price. So basis on that, we need to require to create the access sequence. So whatever condition table is there, just to keep in a sequence, we need this access sequence. At the same access sequence, we will assign to this condition type, and we can record the prices there in SAP.
So it goes by like more specific at the top, then the second one is less
Yes, most
specific.
specific to most generic. So system will search the first condition, first sequence. That is why it is known as the access sequence. How the system will determine or how the system will find the parameter of the prices or the key combination of prices. System will search whether the plant, customer or material. Basis on that we have recorded the price in our system. System will search first. If the prices will not be there, then it will auto move to your second access sequence. Then it will move to your last one, the generic sequence. This is nothing, but it is this is a kind of a strategy to capture the price basis on most specific to most generic. That is it. A condition table.
Aryan,
Sorry.
yeah, Aryan, pricing conditions will be decided by the business only, right? So
Correct.
based on their requirements only, you have to create.
Yes. So
Okay.
suppose you you will be a part of your like implementation or any other rollouts or support project. If you have a requirement, like if a business has a requirement, like we need to create a new pricing procedure, okay, where what we can do whenever we will sell this product, there would be a multiple type of scaling discount, multiple type of prices that can be vary on customer to customer. How we can achieve this? For that, we need to give them a proposal. This type of condition type. There it is. This kind of condition type would be there in the procedure. So basis on that, these prices will be determined automatically. However, some conditions may or may not your manual conditions or discount conditions. Some may be your like manual condition or automate condition. But yes, basis on that, you can picturize these things and can show them. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Basically, business will tell you like how we can keep the pricing, because business has an idea. Like if we are having a material of the price of 100, and we have some discounts like 2 or 3 type of discounts. So whatever they will like propose like 2 or 3 type of discount, that means you need to understand, yes, we need to create 2 or 3 type of discount condition type. And basis on the condition type, we need to create its access sequence. But before creation of access sequence, we will require this table. So basis on that, we can capture the prices. Okay, that is why I yesterday, let's go to v/06 transaction, the condition type. In condition type, we have created ZMRP. So here, just double click on this. Here you can see we also have created the access sequence named as ZMRP. Under this ZMRP, let's go there. Another transaction code for access sequence is v/07. So here under this v/07, just go to position and search your access sequence. Under this, you can see, just select it, go to the accesses. Here is a condition table. Here you can see table number. Suppose we have a new table like 961, 951, or 855, whatever it is. So basis on its number, accesses number, you can define. Like suppose the 961 is your most specific, then you need to keep above of this both numbers. So why we are keeping one more thing, why we are keeping this gap? Like even we can keep here the 1, 2. Suppose if you have a new proposed condition type, or by the business has suggested we need to keep some more condition type, or for that we need to create the condition table. So we can keep in between. Suppose you have a MRP, then basic price, then the discount is there. But in between discount or your basic price, suppose a new condition type which is required to be added there in the access sequence, you can let me see. You can keep in between. You can keep the condition number here 15. Suppose I'm creating here the 15. Condition number is, suppose I'm keeping 455, anyone. Not different. Okay. 960 here. 007. Yes, it is. So once we come back, here we can see the 15 number. That is why we are just keeping some difference in between first, two, and third, whatever we are creating. We need to keep some gaps in between. Got it?
Yeah, can you create one more pricing condition?
Pricing condition.
Yeah, like this total procedure, whole procedure.
Okay. Pricing condition is a kind of pricing technique. So pricing condition, which we are recorded in our
No,
system.
in the SAP module, can you create
Okay.
one?
I think we need to learn first the conditions. Then if you want me to show, then I can show you here. V/08 is a pricing procedure condition. So suppose there is a pricing procedure materials is defined. So under this here you can see the control data. Control data, that means lot of condition types is there. So whenever any condition type which would be applicable at the time of order creation will pick automatically in the sales order. Actually, in the pricing procedure, it is having like 16 or 17 fields. Here you can see. For each and every from the steps to accruals or from last the access label. We need to understand first what are the fields here and what its actual mean. That we need to understand first. But reference of that, you can see here the steps which are created here. Basis on that, the condition type, basis on the calculation. Suppose we are going to create the MRP. So MRP would be our first here. ZMRP condition would be there. Then basic price, ZPR0. The second condition would be there. So here, some parameters or some checks are there, which will like help you to understand. Like here, you can see the header manual only. Once you check this condition, that means the condition type which you have created, that can be as a manual condition. So what it means, whenever you are going to create a sales order, at that time you can put this condition type manually and can put your condition value manually. That means the required field. Suppose we have a MRP, which is statical price. Basis on that, there is no calculation. But the price, like the condition type, if we want to keep the field as a mandatory, then we can check here required field. It must be there. If the condition type will not be found, then you will not be able to save the sales order.
Like it means it is mandatory to mention, right?
Yes. First is manual. So if you will tick, you will mark as a manual, then you will be allowed to keep your pricing condition value manually at the time of order creation. Required condition, that means the condition which is required, whether it is your automatic condition or manual condition, it should be required. If the condition will not be there or will not be found there, system will not allow you to save the sales order. Okay. Third one is statical condition. Statical condition or price, that means the prices or the condition is there, which you can see, but basis on that there will not be like any calculation. But just for your reference, you can keep that pricing as a display pricing, you can see. And the last one is relevant
Can you
for
give example for the statics?
sorry.
Can you give example for the statical condition?
Okay, suppose we have here we have a ZMRP. Okay, so ZMRP, there is no calculation from the ZMRP, but business required the MRP to keep the same MRP in the report, sales report. But you can see the pricing calculation is being started from here, like its base price. Once you have your base price, basis on that you are giving the discounts, and basis on that there is a taxes. So after addition of the taxes, your net value would be there. Or after the net value, here you can see the taxes. Basis on that, the gross price of selling product is 35.4. However, the 100 price which you can see as a MRP is not going to calculate. So this is just for your reference. This is known as your statical price, which you can keep for the display or for your reporting purpose. That is it.
Okay.
Okay, apart from that, here subtotal. Subtotal, that means routines. Many of subtotals or routines are there. Basis on that, we can calculate different type of calculation is there. So we will see later on once we will see this pricing procedure in detail. We'll see it, like how it works, why we require this, because each and every, here you can see, suppose there is a one subtotal one, each and every subtotal routine has a code in behind. Here you can see it. Suppose cost, for how cost works, reads technical information or code. So basically, these things are being taken care by the your technical team or ABAP team. Some of them like are standard. Some of them like which is created based on the business requirement. For the calculation, basically we are using routines and all. And here the most important thing is account key. So basis on this account key, we have a revenue account determination. Like suppose if we have a domestic customer, we are selling the product to domestic, then the value, the base value which we are like collecting from the customer will be saved in the dedicated GL account. For that actually we are using. For discounts, ERS is a standard account key. For ERF is there for freight charges. For ERL for your base price. MWS for your taxes. So this we will see each and every field and its functionality here in the pricing procedure. Basis on that only the prices are determining there in the order. This is you can also like say this is your backbone of the pricing. So whatever condition type, whatever condition technique, pricing technique we are configuring. For that we need to create the procedure control first. Basis on that only the thing will derive there. Okay. So now is there any uh, understanding issue for the condition type and its table and access sequence?
No, Arvind. Okay.
No, I have created my own based on the product presentation. So if you help me like doing according to that.
Okay, you can create. Just just share your screen
Thank you.
soon. Okay, let me just close this session first, then
After the
you
class,
will be
yeah,
able
we
to
can continue.
press any ads. Okay, now show your screen. Share your screen.
One second, Aryan. Aryan, is it visible?
Not now, Shine.
One second. Yeah, now?
Yes, now it is.
Yeah. Can you see this table?
Yes, I can see
Yeah,
the
can you
pricing
tell me is
condition.
it correct or any mistake is?
Suppose if you are keeping the prices or if you want to keep some condition type for a washing machine for I think a base price of your or you can see your MRP is there, base price discount. Okay, three net value and IGST, CGST, SGST and your gross price. Perfect.
So
So
this calculation is correct because I have doubt here.
yes, correct. Because the MRP is there.
Hmm.
Basis on like if business want to like calculate the pricing from MRP, then we need to keep the pricing condition or its strategy basis on that value. But here we can understand. So whenever we are selling as a business to business, that means
Yeah.
we need to keep the base price because multiple distributor or distributor chain is there, and
Yeah.
everyone, each of every your distributor we need to allow or we need to give some profit percentage. For that, we need to keep a base price on which we can sell to any distributor or any retailers.
Yeah.
For that, we need to keep our base price for the material. Basis on that, we can apply or we can offer the discounts. Once your discount is calculated, then your net value would be there or finalized. So basis on the net value, your GST would be charged. But here, I think, Shaheen, there is a so whenever you are just applying the taxes, it should be added. Here, I think you have subtracted
Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
because MRP, like you can say your maximum retail price, that is already included of tax. So that is why we have like we kept our base price excluded of tax, and when your net price would be there or finalized, basis on that your taxes would be charged or to be added there. Then only your gross price will be finalized.
Okay, so everything will be finalized by the business, right?
Hmm.
Or finance.
Business knows each and every calculation or procedures, but in terminology of SAP, they don't know anything. So you need to just capture the information or gather the information from them and like just structure them in your either in Excel or any PPT and just show them. Once it is finalized, then you can like create the same into your SAP system.
So how do we record this table in SAP? Moin?
Sorry.
The table which I just showed. So if you, we want to record this in our SAP, so how can we do that? Like the, the procedure
Actually,
of
there
doing
is
that?
a ASAP methodology, Sunil. So whenever you are like, you will be a part of any project, either it is support project, your rollout project, or the implementation project, where we are just configuring or we are going to configure from the very scratch. At that time, we have a ASAP methodology. So what is ASAP methodology? Let me show you. That means structure, approach, you can say it like that. Design in SAP. Design in SAP. Actually, there are 5 steps which we must have to follow or which we need to follow. First is your project preparation.
You are sharing something?
Okay, sorry, I forgot to share. Here, I think you can see the SAP methodology is like a structure approach design in SAP. So there are 5 phases which we need to understand and the same we need to follow. If you have any kind of like implementation project, rolling out, brownfield, greenfield project you have for that, we must have to follow these 5 phases. Basis on that, we can achieve the successful go live. Project preparation is where we are basically focusing on the planning and execution, where we are gathering the requirement, from business, like what kind of processes are there involved in SAP sales and distributions, that kind of things we are just generally discussing with business. So once it is finalized, then we have a second step, business blueprint. Blueprint. So whatever structure or processes you have captured, that we need to uh, for that I think you need to keep a PPT or Word document or any Excel documents. For that, actually, we need to sign off from the business. so that we will be on the same phase. Like, yes, basis on the business requirement or their on current process, we have captured the information. So these are the information. Basis on that, we need to take a sign off from the business. So whatever structure we have captured here, for that we need to keep the blueprints. In blueprints, multiple things are there, like BPML, that is known as your business process list. Apart from that, the functionality of KDS. KDS is key component or key data structure, you can say. Once your BVP is signed off from the business, then there is a phase named as realization. Realization. So once your BVP, each and every things are finalized, basis on that, you need to configure the same in your system. So configuration phase are there. So here we are configuring, but before that, we have created our structure of company, correct? Basis on requirement, we understood like what kind of like business we have, how we are selling our manufactured product to the customers, that we know. Basis on that, we are here configuring in the system. So configuration is there. Apart from that, after that, we have the fourth phase known as final preparation. So generally in final preparation, this phase is like involves user training, system testing, and final preparation for the go live. That means whatever TR related to your on module configuration you have saved here, that we need to move to the quality system. And here we will require the UAT, user acceptance test, where we will give the training to the business users, how they will perform in the SAP system. Earlier they have the legacy system, basis on that they were performing. But here in their new system, SAP system, for that we need to give them like training sessions, and we need to take a sign off as a UAT, user acceptance test. Then we will go for the fifth phase, which is known as go live and support.
Again, it is the SDLC life cycle, right? Or STLC, like structure of testing life cycle or structure of development life cycle.
Yes, kind
It
of.
is same as it is, right?
Yes. Movement, user testing, UAT, user acceptance test, this kind of things. Movement, that means movement of your TR, which you have created, the configuration TR. Go live with support. Once you get like the UAT and you found that each and every processes are working fine there in their quality system, that means yes, you can take a sign off from the final sign off from the business. We can move the same configuration into the PRD section for live performance. Okay, these are the phase which we need to understand. So we are just following the same thing here. We are in terms of gathering requirements from business. We have structured a company. Suppose I have structured a FMCG. Someone has the toys company, machinery company. Everyone has created with their own for their own. Once your gathering is completed, basis on that, you have prepared the BPML, business process. Suppose we have a O2C cycle. O2C cycle where we are distributing the goods or selling the goods to our domestic customers, other in the export customers. We are moving our material from one plant to another plant. This kind of processes are there, business processes. We understand these things. Basis on that, we are here in the third phase, realization, where we are configuring each and every activity, whether it is related to your master data, customer master, material master, or your document type of sales document type. Whatever things are there, each and every configuration will be captured here under this realization phase. Then when everything is configured, we need to move the TR here into the quality section in the quality client, where I like we also need to test there. So once it is found like yes, now we are go to give the complete like cycle information to the business user or to the business, where we will give them training. We will ask them to execute the same process in the SAP system. They have to give us like the UAT sign off. Once the UAT is your signed off, then we are on the final phase where we can move each and everything into the live system, where business user can perform the live sales scenarios and other processes.
So how much time it take to cover all these
So
steps, like
generally,
all this process?
it depends upon what kind of project you have. Suppose you have a project. Suppose the implementation. Implementation, that means you are going to gather the requirement from very scratch. Each and everything you need to capture in your project preparation. Basis on that, you have to create the business blueprint. But this would take time for 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, or basis on their business, like how large their business is. Basis on that, like time may vary. Sometime it would take like 6 months to understand their requirements, each and every requirements. Second is rollout project, or we can say like rolling out. Rollout, that means business has the SAP system they are already using. Okay, somehow business has like as of now two plants. They are going to introduce new plant on which the same SAP functionality should be there. For that, what we are doing, there are very few things, like the processes would remain same as per their business. Their customer master data would remain same. The plant information. So if we are delivering from that plant, we have some assignment section that we need to configure, like the sales area, which we need to assign with the plant. So we don't have that new plant, so we need to assign with the plant. So very few things are there that we need to like configure there in the system for plant rolling out. If the rolling out, maybe your company code rollout. Suppose they have introduced a new company code, company code rollouts. Another would be your plant rollout. This kind of rollout project. And the last one is your support project. Support project, that means business already has a SAP system they are using in full fledged, but they require the support from consultants. Where generally whatever issue they are facing in like day-to-day transaction activity, day-to-day business process activity, for that they can ask you for help. For that, you need to support there. That is it. Okay, so most of the information, like how we need to create the things, each and every information you need to take from the business first. Basis on that, you need to finalize or restructure in the structure way. You need to keep or create some PPT for some documents for getting the sign off on that. Then you can start your or you can perform your configuration activity, the realization phase. You understand?
Yes, yes, sir.
Hmm.
Yes, Aryan. Aryan, I have one doubt, Aryan.
Yes, please ask.
Yesterday in class you had said we have to assign
Ryan,
the
your
sales
voice is
organization and
breaking.
distribution channel to the. Yeah, now it is audible.
Yes, yes, Ryan.
Yeah, yesterday in the class you said, right, we have to assign sales organization to distribution channel and to the plant.
Correct.
Yeah, so while assigning, we have two distribution channels. So both the
For
distribution
both, we
channels we
need to
have to
assign.
assign to the plant or only
Yes,
one?
yes. Suppose you
Yeah.
have a plant
Okay.
and using the same
Okay.
plant from the same plant,
Yeah.
they are just selling the product to their domestic customers and their export customers. For that, we need to
Yeah.
assign.
Yeah. Okay.
There
Okay.
is no division because division is the group of product and product they are
Yeah.
already manufacturing in their plant.
Okay. Okay.
So here just we need to assign with our sales organization, distribution channel, and to the plant.
Okay. Aryan, based on the tiers, can you check we have done it properly or not, or any mistakes we have
Okay,
done,
I'll
so
guide
that we
you
can get the
how you can also check.
feedbacks proper?
Let me log in there.
Yeah.
What is the transaction code to see the tier? Sahil, you know?
One
SC01,
second.
either you can use
Transaction.
SC09.
Yeah, CE0999. Yeah.
Hmm. So here, your two types of request type you can see here, the custom request or your workbench request. Workbench request is related to your program. So wherever like your ABAP team or program who is helping you in the program, they are working, they need to create in the workbench. So basically, generally as a functional consultant, we need to understand this one. We need to also understand this one workbench tier, but generally we are
Okay.
saving under this customizing tier request. So what is your ID? GTR 00
It is 017.
017.
Yeah.
Okay. So here you have main tier 605 for Bosch you have
Yes.
created. Under the you have defined your districts, sales office, sales group. You have defined your sales organization. You have assigned your sales organization to the distribution channel and plant. You
Yes.
have done the assignment of division and sales organization. You have defined your divisions. You have set up your sales area. Define your distribution channel. Then assign the sales group to the office. Here is you can see whatever configuration you have performed or you have said under
Yes.
this main tier. You can see here each and every activity is there.
Yeah.
Okay. This tier is
So,
known as your main tier, and this tier,
okay.
which are here as an
Sub
object
tier.
tier, is known as your
Yeah.
child tier.
Child. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Aryan, so once the TR has been sent to the quality team to check the quality or
Yes,
inspection
there
team,
is a
so
team
how
lead.
can we get to know
Yes.
that?
So you
Okay.
here you cannot move the TR. TR can be moved once the TR is released. So,
Okay.
but once the TR is released, you cannot add or any object in this TR. That is why we keep
Okay.
always open tier. Once everything is finalized, then only we need to
Okay.
release it. Here you can see the
Yes.
option.
Release. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Release directly.
So you just select this and you need to check this option. But
Oh,
before releasing the
okay.
main tier, you need to like release the first your child tier on which your
Child TR.
each and
Okay.
every objects are captured.
Okay. Got it. Aryan. Got it.
Hmm. Actually, most of them has not joined today class. So we should like move
Aryan,
forward today.
we have
If
created our own, yeah, we have
sorry,
created
sorry.
our own table, right? So based on, yeah, so based on that, can we create the pricing condition
Yes,
so
you
that
can
it will
create
be
MRP. Suppose you have a condition MRP. I have already created MRP. The same you can use. You can create your own different type of discount. Suppose you have a like discount condition. Like you can keep like ZDIS, ZDI2. You can keep it. Basis on that, you can create and whatever parameters you want to keep in a access sequence. Multiple parameters you can keep. So basis on that, you need to create your access sequence or you need to assign with this condition table, condition type.
Can you create one now, Aryan, for
Yes.
different,
Okay. Let me create one new. Suppose,
Aryan, I have created. Can you see that?
yes, you can show. Just share
Yeah.
your screen.
Is it visible now?
Yes, it is. So you have a base price, but why you are using B as a prefix?
Because Bosch company, so I thought it would be helpful for me to check.
No, but we already have a ZMRP condition that also you can use because we are
Okay,
in the same system. So client to client, it
okay,
may be different.
okay.
And ZPRO we already have, or I think ZPR0 I have not yet created. You can create and I'll use the same.
Okay.
ZPR0 you can use, not O, or ZPRI for understanding the for pricing.
Yeah,
First
so
one,
pricing.
Aryan, yeah, either we can create MRP condition or base price condition or discount condition. Like we have to select one condition or we can create all three conditions.
so suppose whatever type like you have a 3 or 4 type of discounts as a condition. For that, you need to create 4 type of discount condition here.
Okay, it's not like that. We can only create one condition like MRP
No,
condition.
you can create as of now. We are in the configuring client or testing client. You can create one just for testing, and you can see like how it is being determining there in the order at the time of order creation.
Aryan, here it is value basis discount and quantity basis discount, right?
Hmm. So
So this
these
value
are
basis
scaling,
discount will
scaling.
be,
This is scaling. For that, you need to configure. Okay, just create first the base price, ZPRI. Just go to create
yeah,
a
so,
condition type first. One more thing, if you have already the condition table or access sequence, the same access sequence you can assign with any of new condition type which you are going to create. Suppose I have already created yesterday a condition type ZMRP for which I have created a access sequence of ZMRP. Okay. Under this ZMRP access sequence, there is a 2 parameters. Basis on that, we can capture the price or we can record the price. So what sign you can do? You can just create the ZPR1 or just use the same ZMRP as a access sequence. Let's see.
okay. Can you guide me, Aryan, because this cycle is little difficult.
Okay, just go to the condition type. What is the transaction code? V/06.
Please, let
Or
me.
you can use you can use actually, I know this transaction code. Either you can use the path or go directly there using the SPRO. Just go to SPRO. Both way you can use SAP reference IMG. Go to the sales and distribution below here. Under this, there is a master data basic function sales. So go to the basic function. You can see the first one option is pricing. Pricing control. The first one, here you can see. First you need to create the condition table. Then second one is the define the condition type. Second one is go to define the condition type. Set condition type. Here it is. Here you can see the transaction code here. The right side in the bottom, V/06. Can you see this? Where your battery percentage and Wi-Fi
Yeah,
connectivity.
yeah.
The transaction code you can see here. Okay. Either you can copy from ZMRP or you can create new. Just copy it. Just go to the position first, the yellow tab in the bottom. Just search ZMRP.
What is the mean of position tab?
Position that you can find the specific condition type. Like as you know that
Searching, right?
lot of condition
Yeah.
types are there already defined as per SAP standard or custom. But for just finding, you can use this option. So MRP, just select this line and use the copy as condition after the new entries. Yes, it is. So here, so you are going to create the pricing condition. Just keep the same access sequence ZMRP because the same access or condition table we will use to record the condition. Just change your condition type which you want to keep. Like the ZPRI, I think it was. No, not this one. ZMRP is correct, their access sequence. The first one, condition type, you can see the ZMRP that you need to change. ZPRI, and just keep your description base price in place of MRP. Just the next step. Yes,
What I have to mention?
base price, because the condition type which you are going to create ZPRI,
Okay.
this is for your base price. Okay.
This price.
And here the condition class and condition type, what it is. Condition class, but just go to either you can use the F4 option or yes, you can use that tab. The condition type is relevant
It is
for
for
what?
discount or
Relevant for pricing, na? Pricing.
prices.
For
Yeah,
that you can
prices.
keep B. And the calculation type, the next one. Either you can just double click on this. Yes, go to the condition type. Go to the help option. So the condition type would be based on your quantity or your fixed amount or your gross weight, net weight, volume
For
formula.
volume. Yeah.
Basically, it is for quantity basis. So we are going to
Quantity
keep
basis.
quantity. We keep this
Yeah.
condition type for per quantity basis. So basis price would be for per material per quantity basis. So that is what
Yeah.
we are keeping. So
Okay.
whatever pricing condition would be there, for that you can easily use for quantity option. Okay. Apart from that, whether this condition you require to keep as a manual condition or automatic condition, I have just displayed you or guide you in the pricing procedure, correct? Where we have an option where we can check whether it can be your manual entries or automatic entries.
Automatic.
So the same thing we need to capture here. So here for
Okay.
ZMRP condition, I had used the automatic condition. Automatic condition, that means
Yeah.
we using the VK11 transaction code where we are just capturing or recording the prices that we need to create first, and based on that the same price which we have in our system will reflect there automatically or determine there automatically. Okay, so you don't need to change anything, just save it, press enter.
Okay, if we want to select the automatic condition, then we have to create another condition which is at VK11 to
Yes,
VK11.
that means using this condition type we need to create the condition, or we need to save the condition in the system, and basis on that, so whenever you are going to like create the sales order, this price will be derived automatically from your condition record.
Okay.
Okay, just save it, and before just saving, just see if the TR is related to your own configuration or what.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay, save it.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
just come back.
So now, yeah,
Now just go to /n. Just use /n. What is the transaction code of recording the prices? VK11. Yes. Just
yeah,
type your condition type here.
ZPRI.
Correct. Press enter. So once you press enter, the access sequence which you have assigned there is
Yeah,
containing only two condition table. So basis on
yes.
that, you can capture the
Mm,
price here for base price for the material.
mm,
Okay, just press enter. Just select anyone, press enter. Suppose if you are going to create the price for customer specific, then your sales
okay,
organization, distribution channel, and your customers for which
okay.
the material is here. Okay, just select it. Anyone? Distribution channel. Okay. Customer, just choose anyone. Using F4, you can, yes. From here also you can use. Just press enter.
Enter.
Hmm. Just use anyone.
Disconnected.
No. I think the customers which comes under this sales area, that means sales organization and distribution channel, that only you can use. So before that, we need to extend the customers sales area first. So we already have that customers like the Tata Group, I think that we can use. Okay, no issue. Let me show you the same. I will use the same pricing condition. You can see how it is. Let me see my screen. Just come back from this screen, Shine. Suppose I have a business partner as a customer related. I'll make changes on this customer. Already we have its like the general data. Let's go to the customers. Where it is. Customer under this sales and distribution channel. Here we need to create one for our sales distribution. For business partner, uh, I will help you to understand each and every field details. So just as of now, for testing purpose, we are creating is, suppose we have a MARV sales organization and distribution channel is DO for domestic sales and division is for CH, I think chip for chips. I can take. Okay, just select it, transfer. Sales district is mandatory. So here you can see. I think MB001 here. I've created for my sales district. We need to keep the pricing group if it is required. Multiplier, standard, in shipment, billing, shipment 01 for billing. If the terms of payment for 01, you can save it. I've extended the customer for my sales area, my sales organization, MARP group. So now one more thing, we need to create like where it is customer, FI customer. Yes, it is. So also we need to map this company code. Let's create new one. Okay, let's see. We will use the same company code. I should. VK11. What was the condition type?
It is ZPRI.
ZI. Okay. Suppose for some customers, if I'm maintaining here, what was the customer? So BP. Here it is. This one, business partner. And the material Suppose we know one material 48. For this, if I'm going to keep the prices as 1000 INR, okay, and let's save it. So using the display transaction code VK13, you can see what prices you have recorded there. Just execute it. Here you can see. For we have a material for this specific customer, we are keeping the price for 100,000 INR per meter. Basically, this is a cloth. So for cloth, our unit of measurement would be in the either meter or centimeter, it may be, or millimeter, you can say. For that, we need to keep or save the pricing condition, which would be valid from current date to the infinite date. If you are not putting the valid to, system will take automatically the infinite date. Otherwise, basis on, like, suppose you have a business where the prices are fluctuating very frequently, so you can keep the prices validity for a month, for two, for a day, for like 5 years, 6 years. You can keep this, the validity of prices. Okay.
So it is customized based on the business requirement, right?
Yes. Not customized, it is the standard flow, but you can,
Okay.
like, suppose I'm going to create another pricing condition, VK11, for the same, for general material basis. So you can see customer information is not there. So just for your sales organization and distribution channel, you can keep the same material for which the price would be like 1200. Just press, if you are putting the enter, each and every information will capture automatically. But this price I want to the, like, this price should be valid from like our 20th of July 2025, and want to keep this price valid till like 31st of July 2025, and just save it. This price would be valid in between this date. The condition record is saved.
Yeah, it is generic for everyone, not for the specific
Correct.
material or for specific
Correct.
customer.
This price would be applicable for all. For determining this price, we need to create or understand first the pricing procedure. For that, we need to create one pricing procedure. Also, we need to create the customers for which the prices would be applicable. That we need to see. Okay. So most probably all of them or others would be there in. Can we keep session for tomorrow as well?
Yes, you can, Aryan.
Okay. So I'm just going to like notify in the group that if all will be like available, all
No,
will be available.
Aryan have not reporting.
Okay, no issue. Okay. Okay, so thank you. Thank you, Shine. Thank you, Shail. Thank you,
Okay.
Anuj.
Thank you, Aryan.
Okay, so I'm just going to share this session with them. They will upload. No. Good night. Thank you all.
Good night. Thank you, Aryan.
Thank you.